Welcome to Cooper High School for Metro West Conference girls basketball. It's a pair of teams that are currently tied for second in the conference. St. Louis Park and Cooper meeting for the second time this season. Cooper won the first meeting by 7. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jay Wilcox along with Brian Cosgriff, the former Hopkins head coach, and Allie Mosley joining us tonight as well. And Brian, you were in the section with these two teams, so have done a lot of scouting and faced them a time or two over the years, and a couple of programs right now that are both in kind of similar spots. They've certainly made steps forward in these last 4 or 5 years, and now pretty consistently decent programs year in and year out.
Oh yeah, no question about it. I'll tell you what, this is a big game from the standpoint, it has conference implications, it has seed implications in the section. Both of these teams will play very hard. It's be interesting to see who's healthy and who's not. But I'll tell you what, this looks to be a really good game.
Yeah, Cooper, it started out 7-0, but they've lost 2 in a row. They got blown out by a really good Chaska team and then lost to Chanhassen. Their big thing right now is they are the walking wounded. They've got about 3 or 4 girls who are out and one coming back tonight. We're going to talk about her more in a moment, but certainly their depth is going to be tested. There's some players who are listed on JV that Coach mentioned as possible, players in the rotation tonight, and you always get a little bit nervous when that happens.
Well, you go into these seasons and one of the biggest factors can be injuries, and it can devastate you. And there's all kinds of high expectations and that sort of thing going into it. But, an ankle here, a finger there, you just don't know how it's going to, and most teams aren't that deep and they can't absorb that kind of injury.
Let's talk about key players to look at in tonight's game, starting with the visitors from St. Louis Park, a girl that we saw play an awful lot for Park Center in the past. Now with the Orioles, Tanae Griffin tops them in scoring at a little over 12 a game, and capable of filling it up when she gets hot for sure.
She can go inside, she can go outside. She's long, she rebounds really well. She's a scorer, she's a natural gifted scorer. The thing that she has to work on is make sure she's staying focused and understanding time and possession.
And for Cooper, one of those players we mentioned, they've had some injuries and just coming back after missing last game with an ankle injury, and going to see what she can do tonight, Mimi Wheeler.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what, she can go. She's a tough one inside. She's a banger. She can finish very well around the rim. She makes free throws. Great rebounder. Just a really dynamic post player. She's somebody you really have to key on when you play Cooper.
It'll be interesting to see just how affected she is. You can see her hobbling a little bit with that turned ankle that happened in the Chanhassen game. Well, it's the rematch here tonight. We'll see how these teams have progressed from a few weeks back. St. Louis Park and Cooper, girls basketball. It's on the way next here on CCX. Welcome back here to Cooper High School, and joining us tonight, the third member of our broadcast crew is Allie Mosley. Let's go to Allie.
Hey guys, well, who doesn't like a little adversity? Well, Cooper, they better, because going into this game tonight, Coach said that about half of his lineup is out with injury, so they're going to have to dig deep into their bench tonight. But good news, thankfully, Mimi Wheeler will be re-added to the starting lineup after she's been out after she injured her left ankle 2 games ago in the team's first loss of the season to Chaska. Now that ankle was still too swollen to play in their loss last week to Chanhassen, but tonight Coach is hopeful. He said she's going to get in there, but expect to see her be subbed in and out early in this game as they kind of gauge how she's feeling. Coach said that with this 2-game loss streak after having won 7 straight, these girls are ready to go tonight in this uphill battle to get back in the win column. Guys.
Thanks, Allie. And he said, after you start 7-0, not a great feeling to lose the next 2. So they're very eager to get back in the win column. And like you said in the pregame, Brian, both teams consider this a pretty important game. conference-wise and also for Section 6. When you come to that seating meeting, if you can at least say you've got a split, if you're St. Louis Park, you have an argument to be ahead of Cooper. If you're Cooper and you say, well, we swept them, we got to be ahead of them, it's going to matter.
Well, no question about it. I mean, both teams are, every year throughout the year, you're going to face some type of adversity, whether it be sickness or injuries, those kinds of things. A sign of a really, truly good team is how they handle adversity. They have a lot of injuries and that sort of thing tonight, but you know what? They've got their main big scorer back, and you know, this is a big game, so let's see what their depth is.
So Wheeler jumping it up and the tip controlled. We had a couple of injuries there that affected what normally would have been their lineup. There's Drea Tribble popping it in, so we will not be seeing Jayla Relaford tonight, or Soma Kamara is injured as well.
Very quick start to the game. Nice shot. I'll tell you what, both teams are looking to run.
And there's a steal. Griffin will go all the way, and the layup is good.
You're going to have to handle that pressure. It's a 1-1-3 zone, full court press. Want to make sure you pass that ball versus dribbling the ball off the floor.
Inside attempt there, won't drop. Another crack at it though, and the layup is up and good this time for Pauline McCarthy for the Hawks.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, St. Louis Park's got to do a better job blocking out. They can't give up those old boards. That's where Cooper will kill you.
Turn and face there. Jumper won't go for Reagan Alexander.
Pretty quick shot, but had good form on it. Nice look.
Tribble back out, Bree Frazier.
Playing the zone. Looks like a matchup zone for St. Louis Park. You're going to want to make sure you attack those gaps. Bring 2 to 1. Try to get the ball inside.
And an unforced turnover there as it slips through the fingers of Josephine Igaragay.
You just don't want to have those kind of turnovers this early on. Every possession's huge in this game.
Griffin driving it into traffic and had it taken away. As Frazier up with it.
Well,
Wheeler sailing that one over Tribble's head.
Nice inside-outside look, but you just got to make a better pass.
Griffin, pass fade, drive, scores, and one.
Well, they're going to set a high ball screen for her. She's going to look to attack the basket. She's very aggressive offensively. They got to do a better job of jumping that screen. You give her a head of steam like that, she's going to do some good things with it.
Foul call going against Wheeler. And spins out on the free throw.
You know, in talking to Coach Richardson before the game, they struggled at the line some games. They got to finish those free throws.
Yeah, that was really the first thing he mentioned that needed to go better than the first time they played Cooper, is that they just left a lot of points on the floor there.
Exactly.
Foul call going against Cece Reese there, number 20 for the Orioles, and the inbound pass. Harden got a piece of it, and she'll come up with the steal. And that'll be a travel call as she tried to come to a stop and couldn't.
Right now, you just got to take better care of the basketball from both teams.
There's Arsenio Richardson.
Looks like a 1-3-1. Half-court trap.
Tribble thought about the little step back there on the baseline. Obviously, a lot more is going to fall on her shoulders with more young players in the lineup tonight. Tribble's a really good one, but the defense probably going to concentrate on her a little bit. Here's Griffin turning and firing. And the rebound grab there by McCarthy.
I think they should be a little bit more patient with their shot selection, but you know, they want to play up tempo, so.
Pass is tip, but Tribble will come up with it. Cooper down 6-5 here, a few minutes in.
Unlike Park's zone, I'd like to see them keep their hands up a little bit more. And that's going to be an easy bucket if you let her get the ball in there.
Wheeler caught it at the free throw line and then advanced. Boy, she's really laboring, though, on that ankle right now. I mean, they're going to try and get as many minutes out of her as they can. And obviously, running the floor isn't her biggest strength anyway, but there's another look at that little pull-up.
Right. If you can get her the ball down low, she's going to be very, very effective.
Yeah, and she's become really good, even outside, but even more so kind of at that high post area too, whether it be as a passer or a shooter. And just had that one get through her hands, and here comes Griffin. Drops the pass off, and the layup is good there for the Orioles' Austed.
St. Louis Park's really looking to push the ball. I like the way they're attacking this game tonight.
And Coach Simmons from Cooper said, we are going to have to try and slow it down a little bit, mainly because of the injuries. They're a team that generally likes to get up and down quite a bit too, but he felt like with the injuries that a slower pace was going to be more to their liking. Reese getting her hands up on that pass. Park's gotten hands on a lot of passes early.
Well, they're playing that zone, and their hands are up, and it's always critical when you're playing a zone. You got to get your hands up.
Tribble threw it inside. Griffin the steal. And then trying to gather herself to go up was Alexander and had it slip away.
Nice idea, and Reagan Alexander can really run the floor like that. There's
a look at Coach Simmons, and he wasn't, you don't want to give your team the feeling that it's going to be a tough go, but he said, obviously we've got a lot of people out that would normally be contributors, so it's going to look different for us tonight, and they've been a little sloppy so far for sure.
Yes.
And he would like a timeout right here.
Coach Simmons is a coach who's very, very prepared. He works extremely hard. He's going to get these girls straightened out. They just got to take better care of the basketball right now.
And that's the part, you're not loving it when they get a steal either, but at the same time, the unforced ones, that pass just going through your hands or you dribble it off your foot, those are the kind that really kind of add up and get to you.
Well, I'd like to see them just get a little bit more movement on their zone offense. Instead of dribbling the ball, get the ball inside, go opposite with it, maybe get some screens on the high side of the zone. If they can do that, they're going to get some nice looks from Mimi inside, and they'll also hit some open jumpers. The other thing is you got to get back defensively because St. Louis Park is obviously looking to transition to basketball. I love how both these coaches, they're just so passionate. When you're coaching against they're going to get after it.
It's interesting too, just because of how this season has been. When these teams both played each other before, both of them kind of said it just felt like such a brand new thing to even be having games. And now just like 3 weeks later, it feels so different. And I think you're seeing certain teams, come in farther, faster than others and whatever. And it's interesting to see how that played out. Even a lot more so than a normal season.
Exactly. Now Cooper switched up to a zone.
Griffin letting it rip. It won't go. McCarthy battling for that rebound and comes out of there with it. Now Tribble.
The thing when you shoot the zone, you got to put a body on somebody. You can't give up seconds.
Three-point try by Victoria Dalton. The freshman won't go for Cooper. Griffin kicking it over to the corner, and that one's off the back of the iron for Hardin, but they'll get another opportunity.
Nice ball movement there. But see, you got to box out.
Tribble out of the pack with it.
She wants to push the ball. I like that. Okay, get some movement now. Pass and cut.
Frazier bringing it back up top to Dalton. Now they try to go into Wheeler.
Right there. That's tough.
Met a double team, but just stayed calm, backed away a little bit, and banks it home.
It was a great timeout by Coach Simmons, too. It just gives her another chance to get a blow in real quick.
And there's a three knocked down by Austed as they rotated it, skip pass across.
Oh, splitting it.
Tribble.
Nice pass.
Dish, but there's a block. Good recovery defensively by Alexander. And then a near steal for Cooper, but Dalton was standing on the blue pane.
It was a great play. McCarthy just has to get a better angle on the backboard to finish that layup. Right there. See how she's too flat.
And there you see the steal by Dalton, but she's clearly out of bounds there. So St. Louis Park leading at 11-9 here, a little under 12 to go in this opening half. Evie Schmitz, number 12, is in there now for the Orioles at a point guard slot.
9th grader. Looks very confident with the basketball. Oh, they're going inside themselves. Reagan Alexander's very tough in there.
Too hard with that one, though, and Tribble the rebound.
Getting set up. Nice ball screen there. Pass and cut.
Dalton will give it back over to Tribble. Coach was saying the younger players, he said, we need them to, going to be a 5-second
5-second call, wow.
He said, we need them to know that they've got to be part of it. They can't just defer to Wheeler and Tribble, the older players, all the time, because we're not going to beat anybody 2-on-5.
Well, there's always that adage, you know, if you're out there as a 9th grader, it means you're a good player. Forget the grade, you're out there because we think you can play.
Not sure how closely guarded that really was on that 5, but close enough apparently. Nice move,
Nice
up and
move.
under, ripped through by Alexander.
She can do that. Oh, they're coming with the quick press, trapping in the corner.
Frazier in trouble, had it knocked away. It'll stay with Cooper, but that one was a little dicey, and they're going to have to be ready. Wheeler gets a very brief break.
St. Louis Park showing their depth. They've got quite a few non-starters in here, and they're getting after it defensively. I like that. Half court's wide open.
They throw the trap at Tribble here, gets it up to Wheeler.
You're not going to want to beat that with the dribble, that's for sure. Nice move.
And Garrigay looked like she was going to reverse that ball and then just spun back and scored.
Well, they had a mismatch right down there with Yarosh on her, and Yarosh is a very good player, but yet she's not that big.
Three from the corner there by Kia Hegdahl, and now Griffin will shoot it. Wheeler able to tip that rebound over to her teammate Igarigay. Cooper looking to tie it up or go ahead with a 3. Here comes Tribble down the lane, left-hand layup. Pass tipped there, but it gets there. Hegdahl.
A little bit too much dribbling for my taste, but nice move.
Alexander looking to go at Wheeler, but couldn't finish it.
Boy, she is hobbling on that ankle, isn't she? Looks like St. Louis Park switched back to a man now.
Frazier back out to Tribble. They gambled and didn't get it. Tribble's pull 3 is good. That's an area of her game that's really gotten a lot more consistent.
Yes.
She could always make shots, but now the form is there. I mean, you're surprised when it doesn't go in when she gets a good look.
She looked very confident in that play. The only thing that I'd say, you know, that's a tough shot from the standpoint she had a foot inside the 3-point line. I'd say, you know, get in a little closer or shoot the 3, one of the two.
Well, I think they gave it at a 3, didn't they?
Did they give her a 3? It looked like she was inside the line.
Yeah, I think it counted as 3. Illegal screen there, by the way, on that last trip. Alexander of St. Louis Park called for the foul, so Cooper now up by 3 gets the ball back. Tribble will fire left side, no good. Good fight there, and a rebound grab there by Reese, but then the pass tipped and stolen. Tribble will pitch it over, and the 3 won't drop for Dalton.
Coach Simmons had really good form on his shot right there, running down the sideline.
Yeah, he had that arm up. He was getting ready to call that a three, but it didn't quite work.
Yeah.
Spins out of there for Reese. They are kind of trying to go at Wheeler. You can see that they realize that she's, not able to move real well tonight. So trying to attack off the dribble.
Oh, nice take.
Missed on the shot though, Igaragay. Frazier will get an opportunity, and that won't drop. And the rebound grab by Reese. Orioles have gone a little bit cold here. Now looking to tie it up, but no good on the three attempt. There was Harden. Frazier is 1 against 5, but she scores it.
I'll tell you what, they're playing with some fire now. They're doing a nice job. St. Louis Park's got to come down here and get a good look. They can't just keep jacking up. Keep passing and cutting.
Griffin looking inside.
Go inside.
Got
nice.
a little mismatch, but it wouldn't fall for Harden.
Oh.
Got it back and then threw it away.
But that was a good look this time down. I actually kind of thought there could have been a foul on that as well.
Isis Brown, number 15, coming in for St. Louis Park.
She's going to try to bang with Mimi a little bit down there on the block, it looks like.
So Cooper up by 5 after the Orioles had a stretch of good play to take the lead.
Mimi does a great job of catching, turning and facing, so she's going inside out. She passes the ball really well for a post. There it is. Oh, she's open. Cooper's being a little bit more patient this time down on offense. Here we go. See how she's passing? That's a nice play.
Going to be a foul on the blocking call there as Frazier cut and received that pass.
I really like how Mimi is distributing the basketball. She's very unselfish.
Yeah, and it's another reason too why she's good at a high post, because she can turn and face and just shoot the jumper pretty well.
Right.
She can put it on the deck a little bit, but she can also do a good job of finding an open teammate.
And as she gets healthier, she's going to be able to rip and go around people too. She's quicker than people think. You got to make free throws.
Yeah, Frazier missing a pair. That was the first time at the line tonight for Cooper. So the lead stays at 5, and another unforced turnover as Harden airmails it over the head of Austed.
Boy, you just can't have some empty possessions like that. You got to come down and at least get a shot, especially in a possession game like this.
Tribble is going to probably not be off the floor too awful much tonight. She got a break there of about maybe 45 seconds.
There we go. Pass and cut. Move. Look inside. There it is. Give it to her. Ooh, that's a foul.
And over the back, reach over the top there by Harden will pick up the foul there for Park.
St. Louis Park Cooper has really good spacing on their offense, which allows Mimi to operate a little bit more.
Go into her again. Wheeler looking to attack.
Nice.
Little reverse. Her third bucket.
Well, she's just so good around that basket. She finishes so well. See, I like how she's defending. She's not going to even come out there and guard that kid right now.
Austed had it slip through her hands. Tribble up with it. And the Hawks able to get the ball up court. Little pull up there is way short by Igaragay.
Coach Simmons got a nice little dance going over there.
Yeah, he's an entertaining one to watch on the
He's
sideline.
fun. He's fun. I have never noticed that before. High ball screen. Today's very good at that.
Griffin with the floater won't go.
Oh,
nice rebound and putback though.
See?
As Alexander scores it.
You got to keep him off the boards. You can't give him second opportunities.
Wheeler
Look at the
between the
big
double.
Nice. Wheeler leading the break.
Alexander can't get it to go, and Tribble out of there with it.
Oh.
No good, but free throw's coming.
Good take to the basket. Let's see if they can make free throws now. There we go. Gotta make free throws.
Out of bounds, it'll be St. Louis Park ball, but Cooper's opened up its biggest lead here now at 9.
Well, St. Louis Park has had a lot of empty possessions where they've come down and not even gotten a shot off. This possession's huge for them. They need to get a bucket right here.
Turn and face,
Yes.
and jumper knocked down by Alexander.
Well, Mimi's not even guarding her, so she's got to turn and look and shoot.
Tribble bounced it off Griffin, and it almost hit Tribble again.
It did.
The Orioles thought it had, but referee ruling that it was already out, I guess.
Looks like St. Louis Park's got player-to-player defense again. Yeah, 32 is not even going to look to shoot it out there.
Tribble a little crossover, and then had to pick it up.
Cooper's being very patient. Nice penetrate. Penetrate and kick. Hit the open person in the corner.
10-point lead now for Cooper. Griffin trying to answer, but couldn't do it.
You know, you can come down and get that shot just about any time. You got to get, I think you got to try to get to the basket and try to get to the line. I really like when St. Louis Park is setting high ball screens for Tenay. Oh, they got horns action up top. He's going to use it.
Kicked over to the corner, and the jumper no good there for the lefty Yarosh.
Good rebound.
And that'll be a foul. Probably a good foul to take, though, as Hegdahl will go to the free throw line.
Harden made a great rebound right there and then finished it up with a nice pass. Kia went hard up to the basket on that. Now we're going to see if they can make free throws again. There we go. Kia's will they press now. Yep, they're coming out in the press.
First bench points for Park tonight, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Lead is 8 now for Cooper. And that pass getting there. Tribble, a pull-up jumper is good.
Cooper's very good at about tacking the paint and looking opposite.
So a 10-point lead, and that one is good for 3 from the top.
Well, if they start hitting
by
that,
Alexander.
if they start hitting that, this could be a different game. I really like Evelyn Schmitz's game. I think she plays confident as a 9th grader.
Harden will inbound here. Park trying to close the gap here in the half after falling down by double figures. And that one won't fall.
No, it's a good look though. Got to travel. Yep. Got to stay in balance. Keep that pivot foot planted. St. Louis Park's got some youth out there.
And Cooper has quite a few young players in their program too. I mean, we're going to presumably be seeing a lot of these same girls the next couple of years going head-to-head as well here.
No question.
Osted in traffic, no good. Wheeler boards it. Tribble looking to go all the way, didn't quite have the angle, and it's going to be out off of Park. Osted pleading her case, thought that McCarthy had knocked it out.
Going player defense on the base. Well, they had a mismatch down low.
Tribble looking that way right now. The help arrives though, so
boy, they're
kick
really
it back out.
Yeah, they're going hard to that post.
Yeah, McCarthy's got a much smaller defender on her.
Right.
In Zoe Borod. Wheeler will turn and shoot it up, no good. Woo. And there's McCarthy grabbing the rebound.
Yep. They're going 4 out, 1 in, and trying to set some ball screens. I'm really trying to think they're going to try to get it inside somehow. Oh.
Wheeler backing and then turns and fires, but no good.
Step back. Look at Schmitz go. There's a foul. Yep. Nice take by the 9th grader.
Foul call's going to go against Dalton.
It's been a relatively low foul game. Nice inbound play. Good pass by Schmitz.
Harden, who's their second leading scorer, getting her first bucket right there. The lead is cut to 5. Cooper seemed to be rolling for a while. Now it's Park's turn as they've really battled back into it nicely.
Well, that's the thing. These two teams are very similar in a number of ways.
Tribble.
Nice screen and roll.
Oh. Wheeler at it. Get away, though.
Yep.
Hegdahl throwing it ahead. Here's Harden, no good. But Alexander runs it down.
She is a player, boy.
Osted lets it rip. That is no good.
Time and possession on the shots. Time and possession on the shots. Now you're going to come down and give them an opportunity to score.
Frazier gets a play from Coach Simmons here. Probably going to hold it for one. You'd think you're under 20 seconds to go. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Turned it over instead. Layup opportunity the other way, and it's high off the glass and good by Hegdahl, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, that's why you want to hold that ball for one.
Wheeler turns it over, and the Orioles won't get another opportunity. But so Cooper will take a lead into halftime, but the trend late wasn't so good. It was definitely Park running things ahead of them.
This is definitely a possession game. Definitely a possession game. It's anybody's ball game at this point.
29-26 lead for Cooper. They really kind of took turns looking really good back and forth, it seemed like. And both these teams, as we said, we figured it'd be a pretty close game coming into it. And it's kind of shaping up that way here at half as Park trimming that lead down to 3 right before halftime. Let's go now to Allie with Coach Simmons.
We know that you guys had a reduced roster heading into the night. You see St. Louis Park defensively switching up defense, pressing you guys. How did you like what your offense handled in that first?
Well, I think when you have 5 of your varsity players out, mixing in some players in within the last day, the pressure's getting to them a little bit. However, they're keeping their composure for the most part. We expect a couple turnovers. We expect them to come press us. But I like the fact that our kids aren't putting their heads down like they were earlier in the season. So I like the growth that I see with them. But again, I like the fact that they're giving us something different that we aren't used to seeing on an everyday game basis.
St. Louis Park really kind of went on a run here in the end of the first half. How do you make sure that doesn't happen again in the second so you guys can come out with a W? You alluded to it earlier about the lack of roster. We just got to call more timeouts, try to sub them in quicker, players in and off the court. I think once we do that, and then again, we're still playing with 3 injured players right now. So I think we just got to do a better job as a coaching staff to get players on and off the court, use more timeouts. And it's changed the pace of how we're playing. We're pressing them and trying to go faster. But I think if we're just slow it down a little bit on the offensive end, we can have a little bit more for that final stretch. Thanks so much for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie, and thanks to Coach Simmons from Cooper. His team leading it by 3 at halftime here. We'll take a timeout, come back with more of our coverage here of Metro West Conference girls basketball on CCX.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back here to Cooper High School as the Hawks leading at St. Louis Park 29-26 in girls basketball tonight as we check out some highlights from the opening half here this evening. And we said kind of game of streaks here a little bit as early on you get a 3 from Drea Tribble for Cooper. Park coming with some pressure, and there's a quick steal by Griffin. They gave Cooper some trouble at times when they came with some pressure as Griffin getting that layup. And here's Wheeler playing on a very noticeably sore ankle. She missed last game and still coming and giving it her all here tonight. Has had 3 buckets. That time didn't go so well as she's had it slip out of her hands. Griffin giving it up to Austed for the layup for St. Louis Park. So they had the lead for a while, and then it was Cooper going on a run after that, as you see Alexander with a great move to the basket there. And a nice pass fake there. Igarigay going up with it for the Hawks, and then it's Tribble turning the corner and getting that left-hand layup off the glass and good. And then Tribble this time kicking it out. And the 3 put up by Izzy Hall as she had a nice performance off the bench. You see Alexander with 9 to lead the way for Park. Austed had 5, Hegdahl and Griffin each had 4. Tribble with 10, Hall 7, and Mimi Wheeler with 6 for Cooper. Again, battling through that ankle injury. We will come back in just a moment. We'll be hearing from Coach Richardson from the Orioles and then jump into second half play here. It's Metro West girls basketball on CCX.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Cooper 29, St. Louis Park 26 at halftime. Let's go to Allie now with Coach Richardson.
Coach, what was working so well in those final minutes of the first half that you want to bring into the second?
We finally started playing defense actively. The first few minutes we came out flat, playing on our heels, and they came out ready to go. So that's on me. I got to have my girls ready to go from the jump, but the last 4 minutes we picked it up defensively, and I think that got us back in the game.
It is just a 3-point game now, Coach. What was the message in the locker room to get these girls with the energy running through the whole second half? Because you can see Cooper's not going to let up.
Yeah, we just talked about, when we're in tough games, that's when we find out, where our toughness is. This is a close game. This is a well-coached team. They play hard. So we have to match their energy, and we got to find some leaders that are going to pick us up when the game is tight like it is now.
Thanks so much for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Allie, and thanks to Coach Richardson for taking a moment with us there as both teams, I think, definitely some good moments and some not so good in that first half. There were a fair number of turnovers, balls fumbled away that you'd like to see changed a little bit, and he said, too, defensively at times they were kind of losing sight of the goals there.
Well, and I know Coach Richardson very well, and I will tell you this, his team will be coming out this half. They will play much better defensively, and hopefully they'll take better care of the basketball. I think both teams have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball because there's way too many turnovers in a game like this, and it could come down to 1 or 2 possessions, as it has in the first half.
We don't see Park, day in, day out. Do you feel they shot too many threes in that first half? They had a lot of, looks that were somewhat open, but not hitting, probably as many as they maybe would think that they normally would.
I don't like when teams come down on a break and shoot a 3. I like to get to the basket and try to get layups out of transition baskets. If you can get a 3 on a penetrating kick such as Cooper did in the first half, I have no problem with it. But if you're coming down and making 1 pass and jacking a 3, and you're not taking care of the basketball, those are empty possessions.
Still very much anybody's game as we head into the second half, and like we talked about, just certainly a game of spurts back and forth, and the momentum certainly was with Park coming into that halftime break. Even though they're the team that's trailing, they were briefly down double figures and now have it at 3. Alexander, the drive, and left it a little bit short. Nice rebound, though, and put back there by Reese. It looked like Wheeler was going to have that one, but Reese took it away.
Yeah, it's like I thought. I'm telling you, Park is going to come out and battle this half. I really do believe that. And it's like he talked about, you got to play better defense.
And that's going to be a charge there against Igarigay. I thought maybe a travel.
Travel, that's what I thought first before the charge.
And actually, I guess Cooper would have probably preferred it to be a travel rather than the offensive foul there, although it is just the first.
Well, the other thing is that Park is coming out and playing a little bit tougher defensively.
Alexander looking to attack. Little step back against Wheeler, missed it.
It's a good
they'll
shot.
Get another board, though.
It's a good shot, but she's fading on it, and I think you got to go at Mimi.
Osted, no good. Wheeler, the block out again. You can see she's not able to jump too awful much tonight, but had a good block out.
Little back screen.
Back for Wheeler here, looking for help. She'll hand it over to Igarigay.
I like Cooper's patience right now.
Frazier whipping it to the wing. Igarigay attacking. Oh, going to be an offensive foul again. She's led with her left arm a little bit.
Well, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yep. No question about it.
Looked more obvious on that look, even though it was basically right in front of us.
Yeah. Ooh,
might have been a carry there. Yeah, and instead it's going to be a three-pointer by Harden. And that will give St. Louis Park the lead, 31-29.
Oh, she traveled. Yep.
No bucket there as McCarthy dragged that pivot foot. It was actually a good idea, I think, to go with the shot fake there, but just didn't keep the feet still. So the Orioles have retaken the lead here early second half. Alexander pull up no good. And again, they'll get another opportunity.
Good cut.
Griffin giving
nice
it
give
back,
and go.
And the layup good by Harden.
You know, Tanae Griffin, she's a good player. She sees the floor really well. She's just a natural athlete.
Oh, and we're going to get a timeout granted to Cooper just before Park had the steal and potential layup. So no basket there, but Cooper definitely, it's not hard to see which team has come out a little sharper and more ready for the second half so far. It's definitely been the Orioles.
Oh, it's no question about it. It's exactly what, Coach talked about prior to the start of the half. We got to come out and play harder defensively, and that's what they're doing. And here's the thing, too. If you hit a few shots, all of a sudden things start to come a little bit easier for you. Defensively, you got a little bit more pep in your step. You're going to the boards hard. It's just easier if you start making some shots, and that's what they've done. They actually have done that.
It's always a little bit of a balance, too, right now. I think if you're Coach Simmons, he's a guy who likes to be up and animated and stuff. But right now, in his huddle, it kind of felt like what we need more now is to calm down. So he's just kind of, drawing a play up and diagramming that. He's not, he's trying to boost their confidence, I think, right now more than anything.
Plus, it was a great run to stop a great timeout to stop the run. You got to do that from time to time. He's done a great job with that so far. See how St. Louis Park comes out here and reacts. See if they keep the tenacity up.
Tribble spinning out of that double team. They'll bring it back top and reset here. Frazier bringing it.
Get it reversed and go inside. You need a basket here, Cooper.
Tribble getting a high ball screen now, gives it up for Wheeler. She'll pop along too, but it's short. They'll get another crack at it as well here now as Ugarte up with that rebound. Just kind of threw it up for grabs there. And Wheeler boxed out to grab the pass.
Oh, nice step through.
Up and under move though, wouldn't go. McCarthy rips the rebound away. It's going to stay with Cooper. Both teams defensive rebounding not as good, and they're both getting some offensive rebounds. So
right.
Here's Tribble popping.
The funny thing is you just mentioned that, and I watched that shot go up. Not one St. Louis Park player had a body on anybody. You got to block out.
And that's where those practice drills come in. It needs to be automatic. It needs to be every time.
Oh, exactly.
Boy, the lane opens there. Rebound.
But see, nobody's putting a body on anybody.
And that will eventually go down as a hoop and a foul as Reese stayed with it. She boosts her rebounding totals by missing a few inside, but she gets it and then it will go to the line.
I mean, both teams are guilty of it too, to be honest with you.
So Park now up by 6. They were down 10. I believe this would be a 16-0 run for St. Louis Park.
Yep.
And not able to finish with a free throw make there is Reese, but still a good aggressive drive to the hoop eventually resulted in a hoop plus a foul. McCarthy actually went back away from the hoop there. Cooper seems a little bit hesitant right now. They're
a little bit rattled.
Yeah, they're not really looking to attack the basket.
I think you go to your bread and butter, get that ball inside to Mimi. Let her do her thing. She's open. See what happens here.
Kicked it back out toward Tribble. A little step back three for Tribble, and that's good.
Nice. And they give her a 2 on that.
Yep, she had her foot on the line.
Yep.
But still a much needed basket for Cooper.
Huge basket for Cooper. They needed that one.
Alexander driving it at Wheeler, too strong. And McCarthy up with the board.
Good strong take though. I really like that type of action.
Tribble
tough shot.
No good.
Tough shot.
And that'll be a foul on Frazier, riding the dribbler a little bit too much. Yeah, and that shot was like you had talked about earlier. When you just dribble it up and shoot, it feels like it's a worse shot than if it had come out of your offense.
The positive, I guess, is at least you're getting a shot. The negative is you don't have any rebounders.
Harden with it here for St. Louis Park. They are up by 4. They closed the first half strong, started the second half strong after having trailed by 10. Here's Griffin popping. That's no good. Tribble running it back.
I really like Tribble's game. Frazier with the nice looking shot.
Wheeler got her hand on it, but not going to be able to keep it in place. So St. Louis Park will get it back. And there's no question that Wheeler is, probably at 60% or something tonight on that ankle.
At best.
Hegdahl bringing it up here.
They're definitely trying to force her left. Sitting on that right hand.
Hegdahl turns the corner and lays it in.
Very nice take.
A dribble-heavy possession, but it all worked out in the end. 6-point advantage here for the Orioles. Back up top, it comes to Tribble. And a drive down the lane. Cooper got lucky there because Dalton dropped it, but it fell right on the foot of the defender.
Boy, she had a nice lane to the basket, too. That was a clear layup if she could have held onto it.
Tribble down the baseline, shovels it over to Wheeler, and it's good. Nice hoop.
That's a great play by Tribble.
Orioles run it right back at him, and Harden gets the lay-in. Harden only had 1 bucket in the first half. She has 7 points already here in the second. Tribble underneath, ran out of room, got the shot up but couldn't finish. Harden lets it rip from the left side, no good. Shoveled underneath, shot won't fall there for Reese.
Big possession for Cooper right here. Got to come down and get a good shot.
No good on that one. Hegdahl rebounding and rips it out of there. Hegdahl's only a freshman, but she's tough.
Look at that.
Missed with the left hand. Hawks coming back. Tribble.
Okay, choosing to slow it down a little bit, get something set up. I'd really like to see him get the ball down on Mimi on the block.
She'll catch out high here. Little spin dribble there, and what do we have? Looks like a defensive foul. The officials are going to get together. Offensive foul against Wheeler. That'll be her third. We didn't really see a signal because both guys were kind of checking with the other.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. She had both her hands up and she initiated the contact.
Yeah, I would say definitely not a defensive foul at least. It possibly could have been a no call.
Right.
But I think she was definitely there and squared up and in nice defensive position.
Oh, nice shot.
Runner there by Schmitz won't go, but eventually she got it back and then it rolls out of bounds.
Zoe and Schmitz are in there battling. I like that. Two little girls like that going at it. Not afraid to bet. They're battling out there, not going to back down.
Inside, knocked out of the hands of McCarthy, so Cooper won't get the layup, but they do get the ball back. Oops. And Coach Richardson wanted a timeout, so that is granted before the ball's inbounded here. His Orioles leading it by 6 at 10:13 to go here in the ball game. And a good one, sloppy at times, but a heck of a lot of effort and back and forth. And as we said, Park closed the first half strong, started the second strong. Cooper's kind of got their legs a little bit, but they've only had a couple of buckets so far in this half. And I think you're starting to see the the fatigue a little bit, and obviously Wheeler, it's difficult for her getting back up and down on that ankle.
Oh, no question about it. She's she's getting her feet under. She's getting stronger every game. But this is a valuable game for her to try and get better for the big push here coming up in March and April. Feels weird to say April for basketball.
That's right. It's going to be a different look for sure as we extend a little.
Typically this time of the year, you're winding up the end of your conference season and starting to really prepare for the sections.
The other thing that's going to be quite different is that normally in winter sports you get into a rhythm where there's one state tournament per week, but it's going to be different this year. The girls and the boys playoffs will be going on simultaneously.
Exactly.
Wheeler does come out now for Cooper.
Nice inside out. There's an open jumper.
Here's Izzy Hall putting it up. She had a good first half. Didn't play a whole lot. In fact, we were told that she wasn't going to play tonight, but she came in and scored 7 off the bench, and now gets some minutes going here into the second half.
She's a scrapper. She can pick up those loose balls.
There's Griffin getting a piece of that one. And Griffin's layup no good, but the follow-up try is good by Bora.
St. Louis Park has, it appears to me they just have a little bit more depth than Cooper at this point. Now, with all the injuries Cooper's going through, but this kid can play.
Yeah, Tribble is really a good player.
She's a player.
Kind of one of those like unsung, I guess across the whole Metro, maybe not that well known, but she's really developed into a very good guard.
Oh, no question about it.
And we will get a tie up here. Yeah, and I think you're right. Obviously Cooper, they have another good guard, Jayla Relaford, who took an elbow in the face in their last game and is out tonight. And certainly when you talk about perimeter defending and handling the ball out there and making some threes occasionally, that's something that they're certainly missing tonight with Jayla out.
It just gives you another set of fresh legs too to spell people. Frazier with the nice take.
Flipped it up, no good though on the runner.
Oh, great pass.
Throws it ahead, layup is good, and Reese will get a chance for a three-point play. I like the way she just caught it and went straight up right through the defender there.
I like that too, but you know what? Schmitz saw the double coming and she just threw a fastball right into her. And for a ninth grader, that's a great play.
Yeah, she looked like she was, being harassed by the defender, and you're thinking, where's this ball going to go? And it was perfect.
Right on the money. And St. Louis Park appears to be making their free throws tonight, which is what they were concerned of before the game.
9-point lead now, biggest for Park. Cooper led by 10 first half. Tribble, step back. Couldn't bank it in there as Reese grabs the rebound.
And she can get up. Reese can get up. She was a nice rebound right there.
Yeah, Park has a little bit more travel there. They seem to have a little bit more length around the court than Cooper does too. You've got some girls who can go get the rebounds, but also get their hands on passes and stuff. Their perimeter players have a little bit of long arms to them and a little bit of quickness out there to get a hold of some long rebounds.
They're able to come in with Yarosh too and spell some minutes too. So right now they're just in a little bit better shape from the standpoint they're healthier.
Wheeler back in there looking to go.
They are doubling down on the post.
Hall gets it out of there, and an open look won't drop for Frazier. Frazier, big time collision there. It's going to be a foul against Reese.
Got ourselves a good old-fashioned pickup game at some points here.
And Coach Simmons said things got pretty scrappy last time we played St. Louis Park.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would tell you this. Anytime you play either one of these teams in a game, they're going to come out and battle you. Oh, nice rebound.
And Wheeler gets the putback.
They're going to play very hard, and they're not going to back down. Neither one of these teams will. Their coaches won't allow it.
And Griffin sails that pass out of bounds. So Cooper hoping to put together a little run here. They're down 7, but time to go. A little under 8 minutes. They're they're going to need to be efficient, but they're still very much in this one. Tribble on the drive, no good, but she'll go to the line.
She's quick and she attacks the basket. I'd like to see her use her left on that a little bit, but you know what? She's going the line. Going to get 2 the easy way.
Well, that's going to be the 4th foul on Reese. No good on the free throw there. Boy, Cooper has only made 1 free throw tonight in 5 attempts. That's not good.
Not in a possession game.
No, and I mean, they haven't gotten to the line as much as they'd like, and then obviously not making them when they do get there. That time, Tribble makes it. The lead is 6 now for the Orioles.
Boy, she's carrying that.
Layup is good, and you're right, Harden's probably lucky the whistle didn't go there.
Right.
I always say to players, too, don't make it look like it is, even if it maybe isn't quite. There are going to definitely be some officials who would have blown the whistle on that.
Oh, no question. Okay, look inside.
Now Wheeler getting it. She was fouled. And let's see, it might have been the player coming down from the top there on the Harden.
Oh yeah, she's definitely carrying that thing.
Harden picking up her second. Yeah, she definitely got her across the arm there.
But see, good things happen when you can get into Mimi like that. She's very good. She can also pass the ball out of there. She recognizes where the double's coming from, and she sees the open person.
Yeah, she's been kind of a focal point of their offense for really the last 4 years, so she's very much learned how to deal with double teams.
No question. I mean, she's lit us up a number of times over the years.
Missed them both, but they get another crack at it. The Garrigway down the baseline and got it to go.
Nice take. Okay, they need stops now.
6-point game. Schmitz, just barely got that ball to Alexander, but now 3-on-1. Hosted a shot fake. Back underneath Alexander.
3 in the hole.
Here's Hegdahl scoring it. That was a clutch bucket for the Orioles. Looked like they were going to get an easy one. Cooper battled back, but then Hegdahl stayed with it.
Whoa.
Frazier will give it into Wheeler.
Look where your double's coming from.
When Adam didn't get it, gets it back, then blocked with a foul. Alexander pleading her case. I would almost say it might have been more of a foul on the first shot.
Time, yeah. These games are hard to officiate, though. When
they are.
They're just so up and down like this. And
I had a story in the Star Tribune today about, I mean, you got to just be thankful that there's enough officials willing to work this winter, too. I hope everybody kind of realizes that, too. I know when you're a coach or a player or even a mom or dad in the stands, it's hard not to kind of get into, but we're glad they're here. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah. Joe, the official on the baseline here, we had him once where he did a cartwheel right over a player. It was funny as heck.
Wheeler gets 1 out of 2. The lead is 7 now for Park. Griffin
nice pass.
Whipping it down low, layup for Harden.
That was a great look. Once again, her instincts. She's got tremendous instincts.
Under 6 to go now. St. Louis Park leading it by 9. Tribble. Rainbow 2 is good.
The step back.
I think Tribble kind of feeling it, needs to come on her shoulders and Wheeler's a little bit more down the stretch. I mean, again, you don't want to be a 2-player team and all that, but she knows she's going to have to do some things. Schmitz will get the layup and a foul.
The 9th grader coming through. Big, huge play right here. Nice finish.
Foul call against DeGarrigay on the reach-in. And at first I thought they'd called the foul sooner and maybe it shouldn't have counted, but definitely looking at it again, it was the right call. She slapped down just as she was starting to shoot. So gets the three-point play. That was big for Park, and they lead by 10. Tribble, another step back. That one no good.
You can definitely tell she's trying to put this team on her shoulders, though. She really is trying really hard. That could have been a foul, too.
Yeah, I sure thought it was. And Alexander fights right through it and gets the layup. And now it's a 12-point lead for the Orioles. Boy, Cooper had closed the gap, and they're down to 6, and you're starting to think, like, okay, they're getting back. But now the Orioles answer with a nice run of their own. Kind of a clear out here. Wheeler's going to shoot it up there, no good.
Great rebound.
Garrigay attacking the boards, but couldn't get it to go, and it'll be Park ball, I think, yes.
Garrigay just got up for that. Holy cow.
Timeout Cooper here with 4:45 to go, and they are down now by 12, trying to avoid losing their third consecutive game after a 7-0 start.
Well, it's that time of the year where injuries can play a big factor in things, and you can kind of see the depth is affecting Cooper a little bit right now.
Well, to the right of that shot there, Brian, is a player who played for you, now coaching with the Hawks, Ebony Livingston.
She was one of, seriously, one tough cookie. She was a great competitor, tremendous teammate. She was a captain on our 2010-2011 state championship team. Went up to Minnesota Crookston, had an amazing career, and she just recently had a baby. And tell you what, you wouldn't notice it. She looks great.
We remind you to vote for our play of the week each week on CCX Sports, as we put 4 new plays up each Monday, and the viewers get to decide the winner. We've had some really good ones of late here, and go to ccxmedia.org and vote for your favorite each week, all from just the northwest suburbs. And we've had some really good ones here lately. 55-43 Park. They will have the basketball in the back court.
Looked like coach was drawing up some sort of defense. Look for them to maybe try some sort of a trap or something like that. I think they got to get some steals right here.
Yeah, they back off and don't come full court, but see what they're looking at in the half court. Griffin will turn and fire and hits a 3.
That's one of those shots where you go, no, yes. You're just not so sure about that shot at this time.
15-point lead. Here's Wheeler.
Look at her find the open person.
Tribble, an open look, and she buries a 3.
That's a great pass, though. I mean, she saw the double, she recognized and made a wonderful pass. Tribble was set and ready.
Harden lost it to Tribble and then fouled her. Harden will pick up her 3rd. Tribble just kind of waiting to pounce.
Right.
And back in is Reese with those 4 fouls for the Orioles.
It's a big possession. They need a bucket here. Yep.
Wheeler will again look for Tribble cross court. This time no good. Buck
Nice
will get a rebound. Garrigay fires and hits a 3.
Let it fly.
And the lead is 9. Just when it looked like Park was ready to put this thing away, Hawks trying to fight back into it.
Front the cutter.
Griffin dropping it over now for Harden.
Oh,
Griffin will fire again, way off.
yeah, it's
Tribble to Wheeler, spinning into traffic and was fouled. Another look at it. Garrigay grabbing that rebound and then just back. I always kind of have a theory that sometimes when you're down by this margin, the pressure's off in terms of you're not so worried about, is this a good shot or a bad shot? I'm just going to let it go. And she did.
Well, it was a great rebound. Heady play to step back out there and realize the defense wasn't there.
Free throw is good for Wheeler. 4th foul, too, on Alexander. So she joins Reese, and that we're pretty late in the game, but still, you'd hate to lose either of those girls if you're the Orioles.
Well, it's a three minutes left, and it's a 3-possession game. I mean, this is still anybody's ball game.
58-51. Cooper has fought back to within 7. Not long ago, they were down 12.
I mean, St. Louis Park's got to take some better shots. They're in the bonus right now.
Timeout, I believe, taken by Coach Richardson here for the Orioles as they want to get things going right.
In these situations, we used to have an offense, we just called it 41 blue, or no shots unless you're in the paint. I mean, you got to make them play D, and you're in the bonus. You don't want to be shooting threes at that point.
Yeah, I've always kind of said jokingly, but not really jokingly, that sometimes players don't realize you would be better off burning 45 seconds off and handing them the basketball than you would be taking an immediate bad shot.
Well, you know what? We used to always like to, well, when I say we, Hopkins, when I was coaching, we pressed all over the place. And we'd say, you know what, if they're shooting threes after one pass after they break, that's as good as a turnover. That's because you're dictating tempo. Right now, Cooper's dictating tempo. St. Louis Park is an advantage here because they got the lead, but yet grind some clock, go inside, make them come out and play D on you.
Harden will inbound here for St. Louis Park. Hawks not pressuring to try and deny passes or anything right now, but just looking to see if they can't see an opportunity for a steal, or at least.
Well, they're running flex. They're going to try to burn some clock. Yep. Just be disciplined on it. Take care of the basketball, make good sharp cuts, set good screens. There you go. Right
into
there.
the lane, scored, and a foul as Reese catches, absorbs the contact, and puts it away. That was a huge basket for Park.
Well, what Park did, too, is they made good cuts. They were patient. They got the ball inside. Now they're going to the line. Huge play.
Hall coming back in for Cooper. Might that be the bucket that kind of helps to seal it up for the Orioles? A little early to say, but
we'll see if they, because it could come down to free throws again.
Near steal there, but Tribble out of traffic with it. Here's Hall.
There it is. Yep.
Tip, but it still gets to Wheeler. She'll attack. No good.
Go back up.
Got it herself. They didn't want to foul, and she scores it. 60-53. Again, not over yet. Griffin whipping it down low, and no good there. Wheeler ripped it away, but then it's grabbed by Harden, and she'll score.
Great old board.
Boy, that one hurts for Cooper. It looked like they had forced a miss, and then we're going to get the rebound, but Harden stuck with it.
What'd they stop the clock for, do you know?
I thought somebody had called a timeout, but apparently not. I wonder if one of the officials didn't think somebody wanted a time and then.
Oh, it was today. Griffin bent over to tie her shoe,
Okay.
and I think the ref thought she was injured or something. Oh,
There's Tribble popping a three.
Tribble, lighten it up.
6-point game, 1:40 to go.
2 possessions, that's nothing. Got to D up. Don't reach, though.
And here's the problem where you can pretty much have whoever Wheeler's guarding just stay out there. Wheeler, though, got a piece of that one, then a foul called.
Right. No, timeout.
called.
St. Louis Park.
With her ankle problem now, chasing somebody to try and trap them is not going to be very good. So if I were Park, I'd spread things out, and basically whoever Mimi is guarding should be able to handle the ball.
It might be one of those situations where you sub for her on offense and sub her out on D. I mean, it's hard, but, I just think offensively you can go down to her just about every time and either get fouled or score. She's been that efficient. It's a 6-point game. I mean, it's two shots. It's 2 stops, 2 shots. And there's plenty of time. You can tell Coach Simmons right now, he's saying we got to get after them. We got to get up in their grill. We can get this.
8 team fouls on Cooper, 6 on St. Louis Park. So
both teams are in the bonus. It's going to, Park, Coach had talked about before the game about making free throws. It could come down to that.
And even though they got a hoop off one of those cuts if you're St. Louis Park, I still think they need to be willing to just wait until they're fouled, to keep possession here. It's got to be a layup or nothing, I would think, for them at this point.
That's the beautiful thing about flex. You can just grind them out. Careful.
Griffin just got that pass away.
Oh, right
Here
there.
comes the double.
That's all right.
And we'll get a push.
Good foul. They got to stop the clock. Now it comes down to making free throws.
That is going to be number 5 against Aguirre, I should say, and she will foul out with 7 points. And obviously, you don't like to foul out, but for your team, that was still not a bad move to make, to send it to the line.
No, not at all. Well, the unfortunate part about it now is that St. Louis Park's in the double bonus.
Or they will be on the next one.
On the next one.
Right, yep. So Hardin does miss. It's still a 6-point game. Tribble drives all the way down and no good.
Oh!
Wheeler got a piece of the rebound but couldn't come up with it.
Still got time. Got to get after him.
Alexander got rid of it to Griffin and now over to
You got to foul.
Hardin.
You got to foul. Foul.
And Griffin is grabbed there.
You got to be careful on stuff like that because you get the wrong official. They're going to say you're not going for the ball. And then it's 2 shots and the ball out.
Frazier will pick it up. Cooper, not that you're looking to advocate hacking or whatever, but I think they were almost too polite there and not just going out and taking a quick foul. Griffin's free throw is good, so that makes it a 7-point game. So now a 3-possession game.
Yep.
That was big. The free throw shooting tonight hasn't been really great for either team.
Oh.
So an 8-point lead for Park. Here's Tribble. Gives it up to Hall for an open
Timeout.
look, and that
Is he out of
is a
timeouts?
2.
Foul. You got to foul.
Wheeler tried to, and then eventually they get the foul there. It looked like she grabbed Alexander's jersey.
I thought maybe Coach Simmons might take a timeout after he hit that bucket there. He's got 2 left.
Oh, foul call, not Wheeler. It's going to be Dalton who picked it up. 6-point game. Still big free throws here for
Yep.
Alexander. And misses the first.
Got to hit this one.
Gets 1 out of 2. So again, that was big. 7-point, and Park's going to come with pressure. Try and make Cooper use some time.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Tribble off the back of the iron, no good.
Look at her go get that thing.
Big battle for it here, and we get a timeout granted to Park, I believe.
No, it's jump ball, I believe. He wanted a timeout, but I think they called it jump ball.
Yeah, one official I thought signaled jump and the other timeout, but it looks like you're right that they're going to go tie up first.
Yep.
And fortunately for the Orioles cause, they get the tie-up.
Yep.
Alternating possession.
Oh.
Hegdahl is fouled. 11.6 to go. Looks like Park's going to get a split of the season series here with Cooper and move into sole possession of second in the Metro West. And Cooper's going to lose for the 3rd straight game. Higdal's free throw is good.
Cooper at this point has just really got to focus on trying to get healthy and really getting better in their half-court sets.
And they'll come up with the steal here, and St. Louis Park going to be able to celebrate a victory here tonight as they win it on the road, defeating Cooper 66-58.
Fun game to watch, though. A lot of interesting things that took place tonight. I was really, really impressed with dribble from Cooper. And it was nice to see the young guards from St. Louis Park step up. I really was impressed with Schmitz as well.
And Hardin coming up with a strong second half for her team, and Alexander had some nice plays, defensively, rebounding-wise and stuff too. So a pretty good team effort here by the Orioles.
No question about it.
Uh-oh, we got some anger at the end here, unfortunately.
Like I said, interesting game tonight.
I did not see exactly what.
There was some trash talking going on after the game.
So it is St. Louis Park securing the victory here tonight on the road by a score of 66-58. And Cooper again will try and bounce back here, a third straight loss, and injuries have certainly been at issue for the Hawks. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this one here tonight from Cooper High School. For Brian Cosgriff, Allie Mosley, and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night from New Hope as St. Louis Park defeats Cooper.